Hello guys, so this video I want to dedicate to explaining you what my services are, who am I, and these questions that you are often asking me. So first of all, I am not an immigration agent, so please stop asking legal questions. If you go to About Me, on my YouTube channel, you can see what my services are and what is the channel about. Also, each video has description box where I put contact information of immigration agent that I'm collaborating with. This is the person you should ask legal questions. Lots of you cannot differentiate what legal question is or not. So legal question is for example, oh, can I apply for this program? This is something that has to be customized. That means you need to do an evaluation with immigration agent who will tell you based on your age, work experience, IELTS scores, etc., if you are eligible for certain programs. He will give you the list of all programs you are eligible for. And he is the only one who can do it. I'm not competent to do that. So this brings us to next thing. So what can I do then? I can help you with the job offer. So if you decided to come to Canada based on the job offer, meaning that employer is going to sponsor you, I can help you with that part. Also, there are programs, PR programs, that will ask you for the job offer. I can help you with that as well. So my job is to help you fix that resume, cover letter, then help your past employer to write recommendation letter and look for the job for you. How I do that? I do that by sending your resume to Canadian companies. So this is my job. I'm sending your resume to Canadian companies. But that resume I'm sending is not the resume you are sending to me, because God forbid these resumes I'm receiving. I'm a brutally honest person. So I have to tell you, I'm receiving... I won't comment, alright? So anyway, I'm fixing it so it attracts Canadian employer, and also I'm preparing you for the job interview. So if you are writing to me with the purpose of paying to somebody to get the job in Canada, that won't happen. I'm just the person who will send your resume to Canadian employer, and he or she will decide whether they will interview you. If they decide to interview you, then I will prepare you for the interview, and it depends on you whether you will pass it. So there is no magic stick, or magic wand, and you won't get the job just like that. Whee! No. So you have to apply, you have to go through the process of interview, you have to sit through that interview, and you have to pass the interview. Sometimes they will even give you the aptitude test. There is a video about that here, and you watch that as well. So the channel was made or created with the purpose to help everybody of you to get to the right information. If you noticed below my videos, there is a description box with the link. So everything I tell, you can check on the government website by yourself. But for that, you need to watch the video first and then go and find additional details. Not like someone of you just commenting on the video just like that and not even taking the time to watch the video, right? So I'm taking time of my day to record the videos to help those of you who I know cannot afford the services of a paid consultation. So this is what these videos are. This is my gift to you. But if you come to me and ask me, okay, so what's wrong with my resume? You will have to pay for that, okay? So you are paying for my opinion, to fix your resume. So, but everything generally what I'm telling is on my YouTube channel. I'm sharing it for free, And also I'm sharing on my Instagram the tips, you know, how to pass the interview, how to communicate with Canadian employer, how to get the job. So I'm sharing a lot of free resources. You do not have to take my services. You know, you can always, you know, look for the job by yourself. Which brings me to another thing. There are some of you who come to me and then expect me to look for the job for 3 months for them for free. You know, I'm spending my time to send those resumes. So that won't happen, you know, if you do not pay me. Because I do not have a guarantee that you will pay me. So you have to pay up front in order for me to fix your resume, because I spend time to fix your resume. People think, oh, writing a resume is so easy because they go copy and paste. That's not true, you know. Real resume takes time. So what does it take for me is this. So let's say you are a civil engineer. I have to look for the terminology of civil engineers. I have to find out what keywords are for the, you know, civil engineering. Then I have to look at your resume and write a award-winning resume, meaning that I will have to highlight your achievement. So I have to go back and forth with my clients, and it's exchange. It takes like, you know, 2 to 7 days exchange. So I can write that resume like he wrote it, like, you know, actual person with a passion for civil engineering wrote it. And then when I'm writing a cover letter, I'm trying to explain, you know, your strengths. So when the person reads it, you know, they will be like, oh, I want to hire this person. And it happened a few times, you know, that we got the information from the employers. They were like, oh my God, this is the best resume I received out of 70 resumes or things like that. Because it took time. So for example, I was writing for another chef and I don't have a clue about the cooking, but it took me like 7 good days to research about, you know, cooking techniques and everything and write that resume. So it takes a lot of time. So you are like, okay, it's easy. If that's easy like that, you could do it by yourself, you know, but that is why you are not successful, because you just copy paste from the internet the job duties, right? So you need to write the resume like it's, you know, you're unique. What can you bring to Canadian employer that Canadian citizen or Canadian permanent resident can? That's another thing. So I challenge some of you also to try to send, you know, 200 resumes per month and tell me how many hours did you need for that. So this is what I'm doing, and that's why we are charging this amount of money, right? So please, if you are one of those people who do not appreciate other people's work, you don't come to me, because I'm very brutally honest. I will be very direct and I will tell you, you know, not to write to me or you will be blocked, because I cannot understand, like my brain cannot understand that attitude. That's another thing. So what else? Okay, so some of you are asking me, oh, but you're in Canada. I never said that I'm in Canada, and I will never say that I'm in Canada. As you know, in the past 10 years, I've been changing countries like socks, you know. So I've been traveling a lot, and I'm a nomad. I'm a digital nomad, and I'm a freelancer. I do collaborate with one immigration agent in Vancouver who is doing the legal stuff. So when I find you the job offer, I send you to this immigration agent, and he works with your employer and you to help you with the paperwork. He is a licensed. He also featured me on his website. I always leave his website in my videos in the description box below. Where I'm currently located is every month I'm changing another country, or I'm going here and there. Currently I'm in Europe. So this is really important for you to know, because there was no mention, I never mentioned that I'm in Canada. So please stop asking these stupid questions and assuming things you think you know, right? So, will I ever go to Canada back? Well, to be honest with you, I don't know, because I'm more attracted to southern countries where the weather is hot, you know, and climate is really warm. So my ideal country in this moment is New Zealand. I'm also in the process of moving to New Zealand. Because of Corona, you know, it got a little bit prolonged, and, you know, I keep hitting the wall. But hopefully this will happen in the near future. Also, I appreciate island countries, like I like Jamaica, you know, I love Jamaica. And then I like, you know, Spanish islands, I like French islands, Greek islands. Then I would love, you know, to visit islands off the coast of Australia, which is like Kiribati, Vanuatu, Tonga, things like that. I know geography very well. So when you are sending me, like, I just got email from this lady from Rwanda, which was amazing. You know, I'm getting emails from all these countries, Peru, you know, these are the countries I love. I know a lot of history. I speak Spanish as well. So you know, when you are sending me these things, there is a high chance that I know a lot where you are coming from, because I really traveled extensively. So far I visited 55 countries. I'm not planning to stop there. And you know, I appreciate all the countries because I love reading and getting know you know, other cultures. Another thing I want to talk, taking from the person like I am, when you are moving to country, you need money, right? So there is no possibility in any country you will move like without the money. So my suggestion when you are planning to move to the country is to find out about everything, from cost of the living to pay you will get and everything. That's why I decided to create this channel, because you know, I want to inform you about the things. This is one of my skills. I'm really good at finding information. So when I'm moving to the country, it wasn't always easy, you know, because I always have, you know, sometimes I had to struggle for money to collect for certain things like a paperwork and moving and things. But I never say to myself, oh, I cannot do it. And I never allow myself financial circumstances to stop me. I always ask myself, what can I do to achieve my dream? And then I'm using brain, right? Which, thanks God, God was very generous to me. So you cannot allow current circumstances to stop you fulfilling your dream. So you have to ask yourself, how can I do this? And then, you know, try to find the ways. So if there is a problem with financial circumstances, then I would make sure that I'm the one who is doing all the work. You know, you don't need then you don't need like to hire a person like me. You do that, then you go. It will take extra time, but you learn how to do things. And you know, there were you know, periods in my life when I had to do it. You know, so whenever I'm moving, I'm telling you, it requires a lot of money and lots of preparation. People think, oh, it's just like this, she's going here, she's going there. It's not, you know, it took me time. Like first time I was going to the US, I had to come up with all this money, you know, studying in the US is not cheap. But then I asked myself, okay, so what are my talents? You know, what are my skills? How can I get what can I do? And then, you know, I said, okay, I can get a scholarship. How can I do it? And then I calculated everything. And then I went in front of my parents and said, I want to study in the US. And they were like, but with what money? I said, I will make it because my brain will make it. And it happened, right? But it didn't happen overnight. People didn't see, you know, when I was studying, you know, for SAT and TEFL. And then I had to study like, you know, maintain my grades. I had to do extracurricular activities. I would wake up every morning at 4, you know, and fall asleep at 12, studying, working, and also traveling, you know, around Europe. So it was a lot of things, but that process was 2 years, and that's why I was, you know, I got the full scholarship at the United States, at the university, you know. So you can do it too. The purpose of my channel is to encourage people. You know, I know you're coming from some country in Africa and the situation is like this, or you're coming from India or Bangladesh, Nepal. It doesn't matter where you're coming from. If you don't have everything, if you don't have in your, you know, mind that you can achieve it, you will never do it, you know. So sometimes you have to invest, you know, you have to invest, meaning you have to give money, first give in order to receive. So it's really important for me to understand this. For you to understand this. I hope I explained some of you, and I hope this video encouraged some of you. So thank you. Thank you for all of you who are watching me, and you know, I really want to you know, I'm really thankful because, you know, all these countries, you know, for me, it's not about growing my channel so much, you know, I don't care about the numbers. But when I see all the country, when I see a new country in the list, you know, who is watching me, I'm like, oh my God, another country, you know, and then I'm thinking about, oh, did I visit this country? What can I visit, you know, and then I go and research about that country. So thank you for watching me and, you know, for letting me learn about your country. Bye.